is the pre-bid conference of one ICT equipment and 15 bus or gigs na ano?
About 15 civil works.
Civil works, okay. So first, let us establish a quorum. I am Engineer Simon Marcialias, your SBAC Vice Chairperson. Sa mga kasama ko, Engineer Leo Oprimen, regular member, Engineer Jose Samson, regular member, Engineer Lorante Malonda, provisional member, and Engineer Ronnie Vigela, provisional member. Okay, so we have established a quorum. So, let's start po. Start natin? Goods muna, goods and services po.
Opo, sir.
Okay, sige po, let's start, Sir Kicks. Ano na lang po. Mayroon pa. May observer pala tayo. May nagkanta na observer. Hindi naman. Para siyang kung may ibang observer.
Sir, proceed lang, sir.
Wala man. Sige. Proceed na, Sir Kicks.
Okay po, magandang po our pre-bid conference. Let's start with the goods for contract ID 24 GF00024. Purchase of ICT equipment, PR number 2024-09-257, dated September 27, 2024. DPWH Camarines Norte District Engineering Office. Utility requirements, Class A, legal documents, Dated Building Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership, Mayor's or Business Permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired mayors or business permits, the official receipt proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit shall be accepted in updating that bidder's platinum registration, which is also deemed temporarily expired per DPWH Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. The updated bidder's registration shall be submitted in the technical document component of the bid to be considered eligible. The renewed mayor's or business permit shall also be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the IRR of the RA 1904. The same shall apply to the other Class A eligibility documents. Statement of ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts or SFCC equal or greater than 50% the contracts in the bid. Income tax return of the preceding year filed and paid in accordance with the latest BI registration, computation of net financial contracting capacity. For Class B documents, valid joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence. In the absence of JVA, duly notarized statement from all potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid, stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of the JVA. In the event that the bid is successful, shall be included in the bid, and information provided therein are true and correct. For technical requirements, if joint venture agreement, bid security as applicable, bid security declaration, technical specifications, production or delivery schedule, warranty certificate, brochures of offered equipment or goods, and omnibus service statement. If joint venture agreement, bid security as applicable, bid security declarations. Sample format of bid security declaration must be notarized. For bid security declaration, should be the contract ID, name of the contract, location, and sent to the Department of Public Works and Highways, Region Office 5, Old Airport Road, Barangay 40, Cosada, Legazpi City. And we already declared that we and I understand that according to current conditions, bids must be supported by a bid security, which may be in the form of bid security declaration. We and I accept that we already will be automatically disqualified from bidding for any contract with any procuring entity for a period of 2 years upon receiving your blacklisting order. And we or I will pay the applicable fine provided under Section 6 of the Guidelines of the Use of Bid Security Declaration within 15 days from receipt of the written demand by the procuring entity for the commission of acts resulting in the enforcement of the Bid Security Declaration under Section 23.1b, 34.2, 40.1, and 69.1, except 69.1f of the IRR of RA 9184, without prejudice to other legal action the government may undertake. For Section 23.1b, Class B document, joint venture agreement, Section 34.2, submission documents within 5 calendar days, updated SEC registration, whichever is applicable, updated mayor's or business permit, valid tax clearance, valid pick-up license, latest income and business tax returns together with the corresponding audit financial statement stamps received by BIR, updated business registration, and NFCC. For Section 4.1, failure, refusal of inability to submit documents required under Section 37.1, failure to enter into contract with DPWH, and failure to post performance securities. For Section 69.1, submission of inherent requirements containing false information or falsified documents, submission of fees that contain false information or falsified documents for the concealment of each information to bids in order to influence the outcome of eligibility screening or any other stage of the competitive bidding, allowing the use of one's name or using the name of another for purposes of competitive bidding, withdrawal of bid, or refusal to accept an award or enter into contract with the government without justifiable cause after you have been adjudged as having submitted the lowest calculated responsive fee or highest rated responsive fee. Under Section 69.1, refusal of failure required performance security within a prescribed time, exemption, refusals to clarify or validate in writing is bid securing post-qualification within a period of 7 days, 7 calendar days, from proceed with the request for clarification. Any documented attempt by a bidder, all other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of the authentic bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids for validity of sufficient bids. And 3, we are understand that the bid security declarations shall cease to be valid for the following circumstances. Upon expiration of the bid validity period or any extension, thereof pursuant to your request, we or I are declared ineligible or disqualified upon receipt. We are not possessed and we or I fail to timely file a request for reconsideration, or we or I file a waiver to avail of said right. We or I are declared as the bidder with the lowest calculated and responsive bid, and we or I have furnished the performance security and signed the contract. For financial requirements, duly signed bid prices in the bid of quantities breakdown comprise the narrative bid form and price schedule for goods offered, recurring and maintenance costs if applicable. For further instruction, clarifications on the submission of eligibility, technical and financial documents. For those who wish to use bid security declaration as bid security, the new format requirement memorandum circulars to the sites. Similarly, use the uploaded new omnibus short statement format that contains addendum in clause 3 pertaining to the declaration of non-inclusion in the blacklist and an additional declaration as clause 10 pertaining to the advance payment. Review document to be submitted to avoid ineligibility and non-compliance of bid. Check the validity of permits, licenses, registrations, and clearances. Check the completeness as to form and substance of the bid security, affidavits, declarations, and other notarized documents. In the the documents, the PGF Platinum Registration and Membership Certificate PGFs for GPPB Resolution Number 15-2021 dated 14 October 2021. Preliminary examination of bids shall be conducted in accordance with Section 30 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. Bids that fail to include any requirement from the checklist or are incomplete or patently insufficient shall be considered as failed. Detailed evaluation of bids shall be in accordance with Section 32 of revised IRR of RA 9184. Bids shall be checked as to completeness, arithmetical corrections will be performed on computational error and we should be corrected to enable proper comparison on equal footing of all eligible bids. The latter shall prevail. Reassures interpretation, overriding, and alterations in any documents should be signed initially by the authorized managing officer. All entries required in the price schedule for goods offered, such as those where the unit price and the total price involved in the figure in the bid form, absence of any of the said required entries will be ground for non-compliance finding on the bid and shall be considered violation under DO 28 series of 2024. 3-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. The resulting total after correction of errors and omissions, if there are any, shall be considered as corrected bid. Award shall be made to the submitted bid price or each calculated corrected bid price, whichever is lower. Bidders were reminded of the recurring and maintenance costs which cause the failure bidding of the procurement of goods. Bidders are also reminded that recurring and maintenance costs refers to costs that will be incurred after warranty to restore that equipment into its goods running condition. Explanation on the criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary verification of the IRR of RA 9184. Verification, validation, and certification of also include the documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents, covering the legal, technical, and financial requirements. The provisions of the revised IRR of RA 9184 and the digital procurement manual for goods and services shall govern the procurement. For instruction of the purchase of bidding documents, only the owner of the firm or the authorized representatives with special power of authorities or a secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, shall be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters and purchase bidding documents per DO 176 series of 1993 and as reiterated in DO 197 series of 2001. The authorized representative issued with SPA or secretary certificate shall be required to present two body of government issued identification cards and print out copy of the document request list from the pages posting of the contract to be bid, showing the name of the firm. The box secretariat will not be responsible for the failure by the bidder to pay the bidding document in time for the bid dropping due to late arrival, delayed processing of the order of payment, and late payment of the bidding documents. Only the box chairman may cancel or revise the duly signed letter of authority to purchase bid documents. Construction, submission, and drafting bids. Follow the checklist of eligibility and technical and financial document requirements uploaded with the bidding documents for the contract to be bid out. Absence and required documents shall be to consider as failure of compliance of the required document and non-compliance of the bid. Chronologically arrange the documents in accordance with the checklist for the technical and financial documents. Write in extant of pagination and securely bind the documents. Affix initial on all the pages of the documents. The initials of the pages, together with the pagination, affirm the authenticity of the pages that they are indeed part of the submitted bid documents. Advanced drafting of bidding documents not allowed and can be drafted or accepted only on the scheduled date specified in the invitation bid. The bid duly signed original and one machine copy of the bid documents. Machine copies of the documents must be framed original. Place the original technical documents in an envelope and securely seal it. Put a marking on the envelope containing the following text: original eligibility and technical document. The name of the bank chairman, the name of and address of the procuring entity, the contract ID, and the name of the project, and indicate the following. Do not open before 10 a.m. on October 28, 2024. Do the same for the original financial documents and put both the original technical and financial envelopes into an outer envelope. Label the outer envelope as original bid, including the other text for the marking. Do the same about procedures for the copy for marking the envelopes as copy 1 for the technical and financial envelopes as well as the outer envelope. Place the envelope, label original bid and copy 1 in one model envelope and put the marking containing the text, name of the bank chairman, and the name and address of the procuring entity, the contract ID, and name of the project. Indicate the following. Do not open before 10 a.m. of October 28, 2024. For Class A documents and legal documents, registration certificate from SEC for corporate organizations, TDI for sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives. Mayors or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the respective business location, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired mayors or business permit, it shall be accepted together with the official receipt as proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit, provided the renewed permit shall be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the IR of RA 9184. For eligibility requirements, Class A documents, for legal documents, tax clearance per GO 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For technical documents, statement of the respective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet awarded, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity, the contract to be bid. Other technical documents, statement of the bidder's single or discompleted contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in Section 23.4.1.3 of the IRR of RA 9184. All of the above statement PBDs prescribed by the GPTB. For Section 23.4.1.3, and the bid, an SLC is similar to the contract bid and whose value adjusted to current price using the Philippine Statistic Authority, the price indices must meet at least 50% of the ABC. However, in case expendable, price said SNCC must be at least 25% of the ABC. If at the outset and after conducting market research, the procuring entity can already determine that imposing the same will likely result to fail or bidding, or no, complete the defeat the purpose. Bidding, the procuring entity and the above may require having the respective two similarities, the percentage of the ABC as required above. The largest of these similar contracts must be equivalent to at least half of the percentage of ABC as required above. For this purpose, the similar contracts mentioned under A and B above must have been completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid. The procuring entity may clarify the bidding documents the definition or description of what is considered to be similar for a project. Other financial documents, the prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR is duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid of submission. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computational of net financial contracting capacity, however, bidder may submit a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its LCC computation under 23.4.1.4. The computation of prospective bidders or NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid, calculated as follows. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liabilities multiplied by 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the project under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with a contract to be bid. The values of the domestic bidders' current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest audited financial statements submitted to the BIR. For Class B documents, valid joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid, stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. Failure to enter into joint venture in the event of a contract award can be granted for a forfeiture of the bid security. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective bid certificates of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. Submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitutes compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFC shall likewise submit a statement of all these ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. The instruction submission and drafting links for the original technical and financial documents, separate envelope for technical and separate for financial, combined in one outer envelope. Same with the copy one, separate technical documents, and separate envelope for financial documents, combined in one outer envelope, both outer envelope in one mother envelope. Sa the end po ng goods.
Okay. Thank you for your ego. So, next.
Share density to work.
Next, we can proceed to the following civil works. Ikaw just like ikaw mag-aaral naman mag-share.
Kami po sir mag-share.
Apo.
Kami ba? Siguro.
changes na nilang sasabihin. Ang difference pala na yung qualities ko sa sequence.
Okay. Section kaya nyo sa
Parehas pa naman. Hindi naman. Kasi mas details na. So, BJS na lang po.
Kaya po. Pwede po, sir? Sir, okay na po yung slide. Proceed na po ako.
Okay na, okay po.
Okay, so let's start the pre-bid conference for the following contract ID numbers, namely 24F00251, 24F00360, 24F00383, 25F00403, 25F00426, 25F00427, 25F00428, 25F00430, 25F00431, 25F00432, 25F00433, 25F00435, 25F00441, 25F00443, and 25F00447, all for civil works application. So, Engineer Vico, please explain the following requirements.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, sir. For the brief on basic contract data, for 24F00251, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, Social Services, Construction Multipurpose Building, Barangay Mambungalon, Mercedes, Camarines Norte, Mercedes, Camarines Norte. 24F00360, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, and Support Social Services, Construction Multipurpose Building, Camarines Norte College, University of Camarines Norte, Daet Camarines Norte, and Daet Camarines Norte. 24F00383, Convergence and Special Support Program, Big Infrastructure Program, Evacuation Centers, Quarantine Facilities, Public Health Facilities, Construction of Camarines Norte Provincial Hospital, Daet Camarines Norte. Next is 25F0403. Organizational Outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, tertiary roads, Daet, San Vicente to San Lorenzo Circumferential Route, S06-P15 Z, Chinese 2194 to Chinese 2750, Daet Camarines Norte 2nd Legislative District. 25F00426, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, Support and Social Services, Construction, Completion of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Calabagas, San Vicente, Camarines Norte, San Vicente, Camarines Norte. Next is 25F00427, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, Support, Social Services, Construction, Completion, Multipurpose Building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Kalintaan, Talisay, Camarines Norte, Talisay, Camarines Norte. 25F00428, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, Support, Social Services, Construction, Completion of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Poblacion, Talisay, Camarines Norte, Talisay, Camarines Norte. Next, 25F00430, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall. Barangay San Pascual, Basud, Camarines Norte, Basud, Camarines Norte. Next is 25 F00431. Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, health center, Barangay Aditi, Visas, Camarines Norte, Visas, Camarines Norte. Next, 25 F00432, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities, to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, health center, Barangay Inaputan, Visas, Camarines Norte, Provincial, Camarines Norte. 25 F00433, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Aqua, Mercedes, Camarines Norte, Mercedes, Camarines Norte. 25 F00435, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Dos, Mercedes, Camarines Norte, Mercedes, Camarines Norte. 25 F00441, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, completion, multipurpose building, Santo Domingo Elementary School, Barangay Santo Domingo, Visas, Camarines Norte, Visas, Camarines Norte. 25 F00443, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Urban Pool, Barangay San Jose, San Vicente, Camarines Norte, San Vicente, Camarines Norte. 25 F00447, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, multipurpose building, Gabok Elementary School, Barangay Gabok, Mercedes, Camarines Norte, Mercedes, Camarines Norte. For eligibility requirements, eligibility of prospective bidders that are bid using the civil works application, which electronically processes the compliance with the Class A documents such as the legal, technical, and financial documents. Prospective bidders are entitled to regularly update their respective records in the CWA in the following departments. For Class A documents and their legal documents, registration certificate from SEC for corporate organizations, DPI for sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives. Mayor's birth or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the respective bidders located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In case of recently expired mayor to business permits, the official receipts prove that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed with a concerned local government unit can be accepted in updating the builder's platinum registration, which is also deemed temporarily expired for DPWH Resolution number 15, series of 2021. The updated builder's registration have been submitted as the documents component the bid to be considered eligible. The renewed mayor's or business permit can also be submitted as full qualification requirement in accordance with section 34.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. The same shall apply to the other classic deleted documents. Same as we mentioned on the goods for legal and technical documents. Isa iba. So for statement of bidders, similar is completed contract SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in section 23.4.2.4, the same IR of RA 9184. All of the above statement 4 and 5 shall include all information required in the PBDs prescribed by the DPPB. The suspected bidder must have completed an SLCC that is similar to the contract to bid and whose value adjusts current price using the PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the AUC to be bid. However, the contractor said under small B categories with a similar experience, and the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable rates of contract cost or of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PCAL. Moreover, a contract shall be considered similar to the contract to be bid if it has the same major categories of work. The procuring entity may clarify in the bidding documents what is regarded as major categories of work. For the entire DPWH determination of major categories of work are defined in Department Order 117, Series of 2017. The SLC shall be supported by an owner certificate of final acceptance issued to the private owner other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory the contractor's performance evaluation system. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document can be submitted. Valid with contractors registration board license or special vehicle license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the time and cost for the contract to be bid. For financial documents, the prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities stamp received by the BIR is duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar days, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. For the prospective bidders' computational of the net financial contracting capacity, the computation of prospective bidders' NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid, calculated as follows. NFCC is equal to current asset minus current liabilities multiplied by 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the project under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with a contract to be bid. The values of the domestic bidders' current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest audited financial statements submitted to the BIR. For Class B documents, joint ventures bidders shall submit a JV in accordance with RA 4566 and its IRR. Each partner of the joint venture shall meet their respective bid certificates of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitutes compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the decision that they can likewise submit the statement of all its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. If joint venture agreement, bid security as applicable, bid securing declaration, same economic sa goods, bid security declaration format, same sa okay. Same po, 69.1. Same lang po sa goods, and same po sa technical requirements. Ay, baka mo daw yan. Dito po, under duly signed organizational chart, duly signed list of key personnel for the contract with supporting affiliates of commitment to work on the contract with the key personnel or accredited project engineer subject to DO 118 series of 2024. The guidelines of the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants project engineers and DO 98 series of 2016 revised guidelines of the accreditation of contractors or consultant materials engineer. The duly signed list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment guides to the contract and of omnibus sort statement. Ito sir, may cash flow ito. Duly signed bid form, all pages must have signature box in the standard format of the bid form. Duly signed bill of quantities, including summary of bid prices. Duly signed or initial detailed estimates and duly signed cash flow by quarter. For further instruction, clarification, and submission of debt and financial documents, same lang po sir, sa goods. Dito sir. For instruction under financial documents, the DPWH shall conduct inspection on the pledged equipment as to their availability and efficiency. Equipment pledged for one awarded project shall not be pledged or another project bid out on the same date or immediate date after the bidding of the awarded project. Equipment pledged for the several projects bid out on the same date, wherein the bidder is potentially the winner of these projects, will be brought for the bidders post disqualification of the other projects. Review documents to be submitted to avoid ineligibility of non-compliance of the bid. Check the validity of permits, licenses, registrations, and clearances. Check the completeness as to form and substance of the bid security, affidavits, declarations, and other notarized documents. Use the new bid form for infrastructure DPWH Resolution number 16-2020 and circularize in the DPWH through DO 85 2020. All entries required is bill of quantity such as those for the unit price and words and figures and the total price for the item for both lump sum and non-lump sum items of work should be properly filled out. Absence of any of the said required entries will be ground for non-compliance. Finding on the bid and shall be considered violation under DO number 28, series of 2024. The 3-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. Absence of the signature of any page of the bill of quantities in the bid or quality quantified as one of the violations contemplated in Department Order number 28, series of 2024, the 3-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. Provincial excessive OCMs, profits, and taxes in the detailed estimate cannot be considered as ground for disqualification of the bid. However, the DPWH shall make corrections in the bid incorporating therein the correct percentage or amount within direct cost per section 32 of the IRR of RNA 24 and DO 28 series of 2024. The resulting total shall be considered as the corrected bid. Award shall be made to the submitted bid price for each calculated or corrected bid price, whichever is lower. Lump sum cost of the bill of quantities will be supported with detailed cost estimate showing the direct or indirect costs including tax, provision of overhead, contingencies, miscellaneous, for special items under general requirements and facilities for the engineer cannot be accepted. Discounts offered in the handwritten text of the bid form should be signed or furnished by the authorized managing officer who is authorized to sign the bid documents. Otherwise, the discount will not be accepted. The issuer's determination of writing and duration and document should likewise be signed or initialed by the authorized managing officer. Electronic eligibility processing for the civil works application (CAA) shall be conducted simultaneous or ahead of the opening of the technical documents, depending on the consistency of the network connectivity of the CWA. Preliminary examination bid shall be conducted in accordance with Section 30 of the revised IRR 2024, which that fail to include any requirements for the checklist or are incomplete or final execution shall be considered as paid. The evaluation of bids shall be in accordance with Section 32 of the revised IRR 2024, which shall be checked as to completeness. Arithmetical correction shall be performed on computational errors and the mission will be corrected to enable proper comparison, equal footing of all eligible bids. Post-qualification shall be conducted in accordance with Rule 10, post-qualification of the IRR of RNA 084, verification, validation, and ascertainment of all statement made and document submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid, using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents covering the legal, technical, and financial requirements. The Provincial, the revised IRR of RA 9184 and DPWH Procurement Manual 2, Infrastructures of Government Procurement. Segment sales and goods, segment cost and goods. Segment of purchase of building documents. Sa drafting of bids po, segment po yung nabanggit sa goods kanina. Same din po, do not open before the day. Next po. So, instruction of the submission and drafting of bids, same lang po. Other important matters po, same lang po sa goods. Okay, prospective bidders, key personnel shall submit the copies of their valid and updated PRC licenses and or accreditation whichever it is applicable. Possible causes of failure of bidding are: no bids are received, all prospective bidders are declared ineligible, all bids fail to comply with the bids documents or fail post-qualification, or the bidder with the lowest calculated responsive bid refuses without justifiable cause to accept the awarded contract, and no award is made enough for accordance with Section 40 of the Act and its IRR. So I think that's end po for civil works.
Okay, so thank you po, Sir Kiko. Are there any questions in our end for clarification sa mga bid po natin? Check. Clarification, wala man na. So, any further instruction naman na mangyayari dito, i-pull din naman natin before meron tayong mga comments sa
Sir, wala po.
Wala man. Sige, so walang questions and clarification. So, be reminded naman na sa October 28 yung natin, as per na-flash naman kanina, October 28 yung bidding for civil works and for 15 civil works and 1 goods and services. So, thank you everyone. Let's adjourn.
Thank you, sir. Good morning po.
Good morning.
Ako na sa meeting.
Okay. Okay ba?
Thank you. Salamat po.